Hey everyone, remember Jordan? You know, Baywatch brought her on and made a big deal out of having a black lifeguard on the show and then proceeded to do absolutely nothing with her? Well, Jordan fans rejoice, because a season and a half into her 2-season run, our girl is finally gonna have a plot! Yes, aside from the mini subplot where Jordan inspired a little girl by being a black lifeguard, this is the only time Jordan has anything whatsoever resembling a story. You might also be surprised to find out that, despite Traci Bingham being credited for 44 episodes of the show, she only appears in 16 of them. 16! And clearly, they decided to make the most of every minute. So far, all I know about Jordan is that she might be from Florida, and there was a cut subplot from the Phantom of the Opera episode where she majored in English Lit. Well, today, we're going to find out more than we ever have before, and that's that her mom is white. You might have noticed that of the 2 stories they gave her, both of them had to do with her being black. And while I think it's fine for Baywatch to do stories about race, I just kind of feel like they could have given Jordan other stories as well. Like, you know, a real character. Ironically, Garner was their best handled character of color, and that was way before they decided they were going to make a point of diversifying their cast. Well, anyway, I guess enjoy Jordan's one moment to shine. She has 4 more episodes after this. Part of the problem, of course, is that they decided not only to bloat this cast with 13 main characters, but on top of that, they kept bringing in recurring guest stars to feature instead. Thus, Caroline is here as part of her 4-episode finale story arc, which probably wasn't meant to be a finale arc, and also Yasmine Bleeth was uncredited for aside from her first appearance. This episode is also directed by our good friend Parker Stevenson! He was last involved with regular Baywatch when he directed 2 episodes in Season 3. But more recently, he was on Baywatch Nights directing a fart wizard. And while he's still behind the scenes, we have but 2 episodes before the Age of Craig rises again. Yes, Baywatch has already lost interest in all of their new people. More minorly, but a big deal in my heart, we have the return of Shippy! His appearances have been getting pitifully small as of late, and I only see him credited for 2 episodes this season. Although, to be fair, IMDb is wrong half of the time. However, Gregory Barnett has been, and will continue to be, the show's stunt coordinator throughout the entire run, down to the bitter end of Baywatch Hawaii. He was the stunt coordinator for the first season of Baywatch Nights as well, but I guess in Season 2 they decided they would get rid of things like coordination, stunt safety, planning, or thought. Also, I've decided Shippy was dating Taylor, and it instantly made her 1,000 times more interesting. Football time!
Someone's tossing a football around and it isn't me? I hate being the captain! Anyway, Jordan, you have a plot now.
Okay.
Shut up!
Alright, so Mitch takes Jordan aside and says that he received a call from a private investigator hired to find her by her mother. Not sure why this investigator called Mitch and not Jordan, but I guess he knew he was the main character. However, Jordan, who was adopted, isn't interested in meeting her biological mom.
Whoa, hang on there, Missy. If you don't want your mom, can I have her? Mine's got Emmy Alzheimer's.
Go for it. My mom never saw me major in English Lit or live in Florida. My 2 accomplishments. She's nothing but a deadbeat loser.
See, now I don't know. That sounds like a lot of baggage. Can I have your adoptive mom instead?
Meanwhile, remember how April's brother just died in her arms? Well, let's see how she's doing.
Hey!
Well, I guess she's fine now. How well did she know her brother anyway? Not like one of the other major plots of this episode involves someone traumatized over the death of a sibling. I guess there was no way to dovetail these 2 stories together. Anyway, April and Manny are mad that Taylor isn't giving them the assignments they want. I guess that's her thing now, people being mad at her about her job, and yet the plot largely being resolved without her involvement. Here she is showering sexily. And in their next scene, that's done. Good story. Hey, remember how April wants to be a fashion designer? Well, she needs some inspiration for an assignment in fashion school, so she and Manny look at clothes on the boardwalk. And what's more inspiring than dog hats? The song describes my feelings about this montage perfectly.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
Now Manny and April are a couple. I know. It's been a long time coming.
I too am here! Oh, doggy!
Baywatch has decided to continue this Caroline and JD romance plot, because surely Caroline is staying at Baywatch forever. Donna, who they set up as JD's other potential romance, I guess got over it. I don't know. It's never addressed.
Hey, Caroline, I didn't invent a boat, but I know how to fly one.
That sounds like the perfect opportunity for a sexy montage!
Out of sight.
Yeah!
Hey, who's that guy under the boat?
Man, Caroline had one move for this montage, and that was shaking her hair. And boy, is that all she does for nearly 2 minutes.
You're gonna die the same way I did, Caroline. Damn it, Stephanie!
Wait a minute, Baywatch. You can't just dissolve away from that. What even is the tone of any of this? Come on now. But I guess Baywatch decided to actually remember stuff about their characters and use this story for something, as Caroline is traumatized by Stephanie's ghost's attempt at revenge.
Does my butt still look okay?
I actually think Yasmine Bleeth is doing great here, but the whole thing is kind of undercut by JD trying to look sad in his fancy robe in the background.
Would me getting into my underwear help you feel better?
Maybe a little.
We never had sex on the show.
Sorry you got PTSD over your sister's death, Caroline, but that's really worked out for me.
Somehow, we're supposed to feel sorry for JD when Caroline eventually leaves, as if he didn't take advantage of an extremely vulnerable moment to have sex with her and base this entire relationship on all of her greatest fears and insecurities.
So anyway, then JD was like, sorry about your sister. And then I was like, what sister? And then I remembered Stephanie. Isn't that so funny how I forgot about her when we had sex? So then we decided to continue our business out on the boat because that sounded fun. But then Stephanie's dog form showed up and it was like, ugh, sisters, am I right? And then...
Ugh, somebody kill me now.
Am I interrupting anything?
Oh, thank God. I take a Jordan plot over this.
Mitch is poking his nose into Jordan's business about this mom situation, and frankly, he needs to butt out. It's nice of him to think of her mom's perspective here, but Jordan is allowed to just say no. But then Mitch goes a step further, invites Jordan to a totally normal fishing trip these two characters would have, and then traps her on a boat so she'll have to meet her mom. What an asshole. Jordan can't help but note that there are no black people on this boat. Uh-oh, where's this heading?
I'm Rena Jaffe, your mother.
You're white? I'm white? As her mother explains, Jordan's father was a Marine who was killed in Vietnam, a story which touches Mitch despite the fact he forgot he was in the Navy. Rena says that it would have been difficult for a white woman to raise a black child in 1972, so she gave her up to give her a better life. The topics of Vietnam, the adoption system, interracial families, and cultural identity are all pretty heavy for Baywatch to be handling, which is why they won't be delving into any of them. Actually, Jordan's mom wanted to find her because she was just diagnosed with Emmy Huntington's disease, which will also be left unaddressed after this scene. She'll be dead in a year, so Jordan won't have to worry about any long-term commitments. Wow, thanks, Mom. And Hasselhoff wanders into the shot. Don't forget that he's here. Meanwhile, the ship captain we've never seen previously, but I guess knows Mitch, wanders over to tell him there's been some seismic activity causing some crazy waves.
Surely we, the main characters on a boat, are safe. You won't take this save away from me, you son of a Mitch! Joke's on you, Stephanie Wave! Now I have way more saves to add to my count.
Those chemicals can't be good for my Emmy Huntington's. But wait, is that Jordan with her English Lit degree? The day is saved!
Not without me, it isn't. Be sure to stand right in front of the glass as it flies at you.
I'll get you out of here.
And Jordan is here too.
Hi. Yeah, take that, Huntingtons. And Jordan is cool with her mom now, content with the knowledge that this will never come up again. Despite the fact her mother told her there's a 50% chance she inherited Huntington's disease and she should get tested, they oddly don't tell us if she ever did. Assume she died after she left the show. But what about Caroline and JD's plot?
Boob soap.
This
No.
is
Subtext. The hell is subtext?
Oh, I think I'm in love with JD forever. Hello? I got the part on Shannon's Hope. See ya!
Next time on Baywatch, Mitch fights a giant eel. It's electric.